All we have left of the mighty dinosaurs are their fossils, bone copies of the animals that once dominated the land. What happened to these animals? A lot of theories arise, but today's video isn't about that. Today's video is about something more special. A time and place where dinosaurs once ruled. A place forgotten by time, only found by those dedicated to the art of finding fossils. Today, we'll be talking about the Morrison Formation in what is Utah and Colorado. This is the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County. Behind me is an Allosaurus fragilis and a Stegosaurus, both animals from the Morrison Formation. Today, I will go in depth into what makes these animals special. This is Morrison Week. This is Allosaurus fragilis, a terrifying theropod dinosaur from the Jurassic of North America, and the topic of today's video. He is only part 1 of this series, so without further ado, let's get on with the video, shall we? Allosaurus, meaning different delicate reptile, is a theropod meat-eating dinosaur that probably ate other small dinosaurs. Its teeth were up to 3 inches long and serrated like steak knives for cutting deep into flesh. Adults hunted by overpowering their prey, possibly in small groups. Juvenile allosaurs relied on longer limb bones that were probably adapted to running in order to hunt the smaller vertebrates. Even though Allosauruses grew to 30 feet in length, it was not the largest predator of its time. Its sharp teeth and hook-shaped claws did, however, make Allosaurus a nightmare for many creatures of the Jurassic. Allosaurus fragilis is the most common species of carnivorous theropod dinosaurs in the Morrison Formation from the late Jurassic of North America. Although only a few bits of bones are exposed in the present-day quarry at Dinosaur. One of the best skeletons ever found came from the Carnegie Quarry, including a remarkably preserved skull that is currently on exhibition in the Quarry Exhibit Hall. Dinosaur skulls are rarely preserved because they are made of a very thin bone that is easily crushed. Skulls are mostly hollow to hold soft tissues that cannot be preserved. Fine sediments compress the skull to flatten it the way you might step on an empty tin can. These skulls may be preserved, but some of the three-dimensional structure is lost. The sand-sized sediments of the Carnegie Quarry are fine enough to preserve bone in great detail, but coarse enough to resist the compression of the skulls. Allosaurus fragilis is one of 3 theropods found in the Carnegie Quarry, the others being Ceratosaurus and Torvosaurus. This specimen of Allosaurus fragilis has attracted the attention of paleontologists around the world and have been referenced in many scientific studies. You don't, however, have to be a scientist to marvel at this beautiful specimen. The real skull is on display at the Quarry Exhibit Hall. The discovery and early study of Allosaurus is complicated by the multiplicity of names coined during the Bone Wars of the late 19th century. The first described fossil in this history was a bone obtained secondhand by Ferdinand van der Veer Hayden in 1869. It came from Middle Park near Granby, Colorado, probably from the Morrison Formation rocks. The locals had identified such bones as petrified horse hooves. Hayden sent the specimen to Joseph Leidy, who identified it as half a tail vertebrae and tentatively assigned it to the European dinosaur genus Pochylepeuron. He later decided it deserved its own genus. Allosaurus was one of the earliest dinosaur discoveries and fossils that are plentiful, making it a darling for paleontologists as well as dinosaur observers. This large theropod dinosaur, which is Utah's state fossil, lived 155.7 million to 150.8 million years ago during the late Jurassic period. Allosaurus is the most common dinosaur fossil found in Utah's Cleveland Lloyd Quarry as well, a site containing the densest concentration of dinosaur bones in the world. Of at least 74 dinosaurs found at the quarry, about 46 of them are Allosaurus. According to the U.S. Bureau of Land Management, the bulk of Allosaurus fossils found to date came from the Morrison Formation, which is centered in Wyoming and Colorado.